Welcome to AI Entertainment, where we let the computers do our thinking. Today, we got a suggestion. Remember, suggest what we should do. The less work, the better. This is AI Says Top 10. The Golden Age, William Powell. Number 10. In Double Wedding, William Powell is at his mischievous best as Charlie Lodge, a free-spirited artist who collides head-on with Myrna Loy's buttoned-up businesswoman. The film thrives on their magnetic chemistry, but it's Powell who steals the show with his playful wit and devil-may-care charm. He turns every line into a clever jab, every moment into a comedy duel, effortlessly blending satire with sophistication. Behind the humor, though, Powell brings a surprising warmth and depth to a character who challenges rigid societal norms. This wasn't just another screwball comedy, it was a showcase of Powell's rare ability to be both hilarious and human. In Double Wedding, he's not just the comic foil, he's the heart of the film's unpredictable joy. Number 9. In Jewel Robbery, William Powell is the definition of debonair danger. As a charming, smooth-talking jewel thief, he turns crime into high art and seduction into an Olympic sport. From the moment he strolls into the Viennese jewelry store, cigarette holder in hand, and a glint in his eye, Powell owns the screen with effortless confidence. He doesn't just steal diamonds, he steals every scene. With sly wit and flirtatious flair, he seduces both the audience and Kay Francis's character, all while offering her marijuana cigarettes with a wink. This pre-code gem lets Powell push boundaries. He's roguish, but irresistible, criminal, but cultured. What makes his performance unforgettable is how he walks the line between menace and mirth with such graceful precision. Number 8. In One Way Passage, William Powell delivers one of the most tender and heartbreaking performances of his career. As Dan, a charming fugitive sentenced to death, Powell plays a man savoring his final days with quiet grace and heartbreaking dignity. When he meets Kay Francis's dying woman aboard a Trans-Pacific cruise, their romance is impossibly doomed, but Powell never lets it slip into melodrama. He brings warmth, wit, and a gallant vulnerability that makes you fall for him, even as you know how it must end. Every glance, every line, every subtle gesture is loaded with unspoken sorrow and aching romance. It's a performance of restraint, beauty, and emotional depth, and in just over an hour, Powell turns a tragic love story into something unforgettable. Number 7. In Life with Father, William Powell trades in his trademark suave charm for a hilarious, blustering performance as Clarence Day Sr., a domineering Victorian patriarch who believes he's the master of his household. Powell is a comedic force here, stomping through the house with righteous indignation, barking orders, and railing against everything from religion to red ink in the accounting books. But beneath the bluster, Powell reveals a man of deep affection and old-fashioned pride, bringing surprising warmth and humanity to a role that could have easily become cartoonish. His impeccable timing, expressive face, and booming delivery make every scene a delight. Nominated for an Oscar, Powell proves that even without martinis or murder mysteries, he could command the screen with intelligence, humor, and heart. Number 6. In I Love You, again, William Powell pulls off a comedic tour de force, playing not one, but two versions of the same man. As Larry Wilson, he starts as a boring, buttoned-up businessman, but after a knock on the head, he snaps back into his true identity, a slick con artist named George Carey. What follows is a hilarious identity crisis, where Powell juggles both personas with razor-sharp timing and magnetic charm. Watching him switch between straight-laced and scheming is a masterclass in comedic transformation. His chemistry with Myrna Loy is, as always, electric, but it's Powell who drives the film with wit, confidence, and just the right dose of roguish fun. turns amnesia into a playground of reinvention, delivering one of his most entertaining and layered performances. Number 5, in Manhattan melodrama, William Powell delivers a performance steeped in honor, heart, and heartbreak. As Jim Wade, a principal district attorney who rises to power while staying true to the law, Powell stands as the moral counterweight to Clark Gable's charming but criminal childhood friend. Powell brings gravitas and integrity to every scene. He's calm, measured, and deeply human. You believe in his ideals because Powell never plays them with self-righteousness. He plays Jim as a man struggling between loyalty and justice. The emotional core of the film lies in his bond with Gable, and Powell masterfully captures the inner turmoil of loving a friend who stands on the wrong side of the law. It's a quiet but powerful performance that anchors the film's tragic weight. Number 4, in Libeled Lady, William Powell is pure comedic dynamite. Playing Bill Chandler, a smooth-talking reporter hired to fake a romance to derail a lawsuit, Powell weaves his way through a tangled plot with impeccable timing and delicious charm. He's at once a con man, a gentleman, and a romantic lead, and he juggles those roles effortlessly. Whether he's pretending to be an expert fisherman or getting caught in increasingly absurd lies, Powell's delivery is razor sharp, never missing a beat. His scenes with Myrna Loy crackle with chemistry, while his comedic duels with Spencer Tracy and Jean Harlow are pure gold. Powell walks the tightrope between wit and sincerity, making us laugh while rooting for his redemption. Number 3, in The Great Ziegfeld, William Powell commands the screen as Florenz Ziegfeld Jr., the legendary showman whose name became synonymous with glamour, spectacle, and ambition. Powell delivers a performance that's both grand and grounded, capturing Ziegfeld's magnetic charm, relentless drive, and quiet vulnerability behind the razzle-dazzle. He moves from Carnival Barker to Broadway Kingpin with effortless charisma. But what makes Powell's portrayal unforgettable is the emotional nuance he brings, especially in Ziegfeld's personal life. His scenes with Louise Rayner are tender, layered, and heartbreaking. Powell doesn't just play a showbiz icon, he humanizes him, showing the cost of chasing greatness. In a film filled with lavish musical numbers and Oscar-winning spectacle, Powell is the emotional anchor. Number 2, in My Man Godfrey, William Powell delivers one of the most iconic performances of the screwball era, playing Godfrey, an elegant, mysterious, forgotten man who becomes the butler for an outrageously wealthy and dysfunctional family. With his signature dry wit and unshakable poise, Powell turns Godfrey into the ultimate straight man amid absolute chaos. He's sardonic without being cruel, compassionate without being sentimental, and always one step ahead. What makes his performance extraordinary is how he balances comedy with commentary. Behind every witty line is a critique of class, privilege, and redemption. And opposite Carole Lombard's whirlwind energy, Powell is the perfect anchor, calm, clever, and quietly heroic. His Godfrey is more than a butler, he's the soul of the film, guiding the story with humor, grace, and a touch of mystery. Number 1. In The Thin Man, William Powell redefined the detective genre, not with grit or guns, but with cocktails, charm, and devastating wit. As Nick Charles, Powell plays a retired detective who'd rather sip martinis than solve murders until a case too juicy to ignore lures him back. What sets Powell's performance apart is his effortless blend of sophistication and silliness. He turns sleuthing into a social art form, tossing off brilliant one-liners while nursing a hangover and doting on his equally sharp wife, Nora, played to perfection by Myrna Loy. Their chemistry crackles equal parts romance, banter, and mischief, and Powell is the engine that keeps it humming. Beneath the wisecracks, though, is a sharp mind and a big heart making Nick Charles not just funny, but deeply likable. That's the list. Do you think the AI got it right? Let us know in the comments. And let us know what list you want the AI to create next. The less work for us, the better. Remember that thinking is hard, so let the AI do it for you. Thanks again, and do us a favor. Like and subscribe so that we can pay for all the electricity. Goodbye, everyone.